Hey guys, Moshe here with the Human Collective, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me on this episode, the third episode of this show, which should have been the third debate episode. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. What did happen was we got two town halls, one with Trump, one with Biden, competing on different networks at the same time, so mostly competing for ratings in two completely different cities. So Savannah Guthrie, or who I refer to as the transgender version of Ray Liotta, that's so close it's creepy, grilled Trump, and I gotta give it to her. She did a pretty good job. She held her own. I mean, she may have been very one-sided and biased, but she did a pretty good job sort of going toe-to-toe with an alpha male.
You were asked point blank to denounce white supremacy.
I denounce white supremacy, okay?
You did
I've
2 days
denounced
later.
white supremacy for years. You didn't ask Joe Biden whether or not he denounces Antifa.
To ask Trump to denounce them, I don't think it's an unfair assessment for him to ask why they didn't, request the same denouncement from Biden regarding Antifa.
Do you have any remaining symptoms from COVID?
Nothing whatsoever. I'm great. I feel good.
He emerged from the hospital like, yo, what up, guys? I mean, took a couple days off, did that whole COVID thing, but I'm back, baby.
The question is, on behalf of voters, who do you owe $421 million
Okay, first of all,
to?
let me answer. What they did is illegal.
Who cares how much he paid in taxes? We've got bigger fish to fry. We're in a fucking quarantine. We've got a pandemic going on.
Are you confirming that, yes, you do owe some $400 million?
What I'm saying is that it's a tiny percentage of my net worth.
Let's put Trump's tax returns aside and how much money he's in debt for.
Did you test the day of the debate?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I test all the time. But
He knows he didn't take a test that day. He's been lollygagging through life thinking that he is immune to everything. One thing he's not immune to is bullshit. He's got a big case of that.
Back to the debate, because the debate commission's rules, it was the honor system, would be that you would come with a negative test. You say you don't know if you got a test on the day of the debate?
I have no problem. Again, the doctors do it. I don't ask them. I test all the time. And
You thought Trump would honor a handshake agreement? Come on, man.
Just this week, you retweeted to your 87 million followers a conspiracy theory that Joe Biden orchestrated to have SEAL Team 6, the Navy SEAL Team 6, killed to cover up the fake death of bin Laden. Now, why would you send a lie like that to your followers? You retweeted
That was
it.
a retweet.
I don't know, that sounds pretty bizarre to me. Maybe old Trumpy's been hanging out with Alex Jones.
And when he messed up and said we keep them alive to get their fucking organs, they used that to deactivate him.
Jeez.
Why do you think fraternities have you screw sheep and all this and, give guys blowjobs?
Not good.
But don't voters have a right to know where you
They
stand?
do have a right to know where they stand, and they'll have a right to know where I stand before they vote.
So you'll come out with a clear position before Election Day?
Yes.
When, dude? There's like 17 days left till election. So we should probably know by now exactly what your plan is. Your plan can't be just to bash Donald Trump.
Many people believe that the true swing demographic in this election will be black voters under the age of 30. Not because they'll be voting for Trump, but because they won't vote at all. I myself have had this exact same conflict. So my question for you then is, besides you ain't black.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black,
What do you have to say to young black voters who see voting for you as further participation in a system that continually fails to protect them?
Well, I say, first of all, as my buddy John Lewis said, it's a sacred opportunity and right to vote. You can make a difference. If young black women and men vote, you can determine the outcome of this election. Not a joke. You can do that. And the next question is, am I worthy of your vote? Can I earn your vote? And the answer is, there's two things I think that I care, and I've demonstrated I care about my whole career. We have to be able to put black Americans in a position to be able to gain wealth, generate wealth. Whatever shortcoming they had in terms of their education prior to that. They have not heard as many words spoken, et cetera, et cetera. What happens is that the studies show that 58% will increase by 58% their chance of going all through, because we learned that, for example, drug abuse doesn't cause mental illness. Mental illness causes drug abuse because they don't have the kind of foundational support they need. $1.5 billion to $30 billion to $30 billion. That'll take $300 billion off the sideline and grow, because you know.
Did you hear what you needed?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, do you hear what you needed to hear?
I think so.
Black people are sitting at home right now going, what is this man talking about?
If you're going to hang around afterwards, I'll tell you more.
Yeah, come by the nursing home, we'll have some applesauce, and I'll tell you all about my plan to save Black America. Come on, Joey, come get your applesauce. I'll do it with the cinnamon. You like the cinnamon and with your applesauce. Come sit over here, son. I'll tell you all about the old days.
They're not liable for any of the money, but they still won't rent it. They still won't lend it to you.
And cut. That's it. Question's over.
We got to change that. It's about accumulating wealth.
I'm going to consider tonight a DNH. Not did not finish, did not happen. The only thing that they were in competition on was ratings. And apparently Biden won that. But I'm not giving the crown to Biden. I'm not giving the crown to Trump. I think they both failed on a massive fucking level to the American people. And we'll have to wait until October 22nd to see who actually is going to win the round of debates. Who's going to win the election? I don't know, but it looks like, as far as the polls are concerned, Biden has a slight lead. He has a bit of an edge on Trump. So I hope you all go out and vote, and I hope you all pick the candidate that you feel represents your needs and the needs of all Americans. That's what we should really do, because there is a collective in the country, there is a collective in the world, and that is the human collective. This is Moshe. Thank you again for watching. See you next time. That's it for this episode of The Human Collective. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, comment, and hit the bell.
Like a